On behalf of Public Health Foundation of India, I welcome all the students to the short-term course on tobacco control. India is the third major producer and second major consumer of tobacco in the world. India is home to about 10% of world's smokers. 35% of adults above the age of 15 years in India use tobacco in some form or the other. People using smokeless tobacco are twice as many as those who smoke. This has been estimated to cause approximately 1 million deaths every year in India. Conventionally, tobacco use among females has been relatively lower as compared to males. However, gender gap is now narrowing. More and more women and girls are now using tobacco. Research shows that nearly 5,500 Indian youth initiate tobacco use every day in India. Surveys show that up to 15% of children in the age group of 13 to 15 years use tobacco in some form or the other. India is currently in stage 2 of the tobacco epidemic, which translates to mean that there is an increase in both male and female tobacco use in India. Given a population of over 1 million people, India will face an exponential increase in tobacco-related mortality, as well as will result in tremendous social and economic burden for the country. Despite the overwhelming evidence of the gravity of the tobacco epidemic, India still lacks the infrastructure and trained human resources to successfully steer the National Tobacco Control Program in all districts of India. Effective tobacco control efforts largely depend upon trained human resources with essential knowledge and skill set to design, develop, and implement appropriate strategies for tobacco control. Training and education in tobacco control at different levels is crucial to have a sustained impact. The Government of India has adopted a comprehensive policy in favor of tobacco control by enacting a comprehensive national legislation for tobacco control in 2003. India has also ratified the Global Framework Convention on Tobacco Control in February 2004. While the WHO FCTC addresses the global tobacco control interventions and provides a roadmap for country-level tobacco control activities, specific action against the epidemic must be taken at the national level. The success of the WHO FCTC will largely depend upon the ability of the countries to implement and enforce its provisions. The building of the national capacity to carry out effective and sustainable tobacco control programs is an urgent priority in the fight against the tobacco epidemic. It has been seen that despite all the measures taken for state-level implementation, enforcement of the National Tobacco Control Program remains weak and restricted to only a few districts in India. Until now, no educational institution in India has offered courses for training professionals in tobacco control. There have been a few sporadic capacity building efforts in the form of workshops for NGOs and government officials, which have varied in terms of the duration of training, from a single day training to about a week's training. There are immediate and long-term needs for tobacco control capacity development in India. In order to reach large number of district and community level public health workers simultaneously, online training program is the need of the hour. Considering India's unique tobacco burden situation and to address the shortage of trained professionals in tobacco control in India, PHFI has designed these short-term courses in tobacco control. The course material covers both global scenario and Indian facts and experiences in tobacco control. The curriculum for these courses includes information adapted from materials provided by the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health and the University of Southern California Keck School of Medicine, USA. We have developed this course following strict quality control measures. All lecture materials have gone through 2 stages of review process where national and international experts have reviewed these materials. You will have an opportunity to learn from these tobacco control experts through these online lectures. We will have a few guest lectures by renowned tobacco control experts as and when the opportunity arises. You will be continuously guided by the in-house tobacco control team at PHFI who will serve as faculty on this course. They will be moderating each of the lectures as they are posted. I wish you all the very best as you start or continue your training in tobacco control. Thank you.